Hey guys, so this is going to be a video on so many different things. Um, Pretty much just about in life and the way it can knock you down and drag you down to the point that you think you have absolutely no hope whatsoever. And you're like, why in God's creation does God think I have so much strength and that I'm such a badass that he can pile all this stuff on my shoulders? And you just don't know how strong you are until your world just keeps tumbling down and tumbling down and tumbling down. You're like, when am I going to get a break? So, this whole little fiasco story all started July 12th. My other half, Alex, had passed out 12 times within one day. And he had off and on passing out episodes for the past 3 days, but on July 12th, he passed out like 12 times within one day. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. Something's wrong. Your health is my concern, and you're going into the ER. Like, I had to go to his mom because he was refusing to go to the hospital. So we get to the hospital, and they take his blood pressure, and it's sky high. It was so high they wanted to keep him overnight, but he insisted that he get to go home. So the hospital gave him some blood pressure medicine while he was there, made an appointment with him with the cardiologist and with the neurologist. And when we left the hospital, his blood pressure was 164 over 106, which is like stroke to heart attack high. Like, he could have gone into having a stroke or a heart attack. And this sent my anxiety into a spiral so high that I hid even from my family. Like, the only people I was able to be around were Alex and my children. Like, I didn't want to be around my mom. I didn't want to be around my friends, anybody else. Like, my anxiety pushed me into hiding. And because of his passing out episodes, he was an over-the-road driver for a pipelining company. And so we went from him working, getting paid very well, to him not working, my mother-in-law having to pay our rent last month, and this month almost not making rent and almost winding up homeless and on the streets because we had nowhere to go and we're being paid way less than what we can make to make rent and all of our other bills. So we've been struggling horribly. This has been so hard. I'm trying not to cry. Whew. You never want to be like this and not be able to provide for your children. And that was my only concern. Like, I could care less if I wound up on the streets. And Alex could care less if he wound up on the streets or if me and him wound up on the streets. But our children, it was like a huge, huge struggle. I have an ESA. And ESA means emotional support animal. He's a German Rottweiler, and he is amazing. He is absolutely my world. He's my little shadow. But, you know, we just started getting back on track. Then we had to deal with things that my 13-year-old got in trouble. I had to delete her Facebook because she was talking to older guys on Facebook. She got in trouble for sending a picture that was inappropriate to a guy. And then said guy turned around and posted it on Instagram. I've been dealing with my 5-year-old Shanoa starting kindergarten, and that was way harder on me than I think it was her. And we sent her to a language-based immersion school. What that is pretty much they spend 90% of their time immersed in a different language, and then they spend the rest of that time in English class. and she kept running out of class. They almost lost her on a bus to Johnstown, which is a 40-minute drive from where the city that we're in. They allowed her to run off the playground, and just a whole bunch of other things. Her sister had to bring her back to class once, and hang on, guys, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, maybe not. I felt like I was going to. But her sister had to bring her back to class, and her safety was a huge concern. And this school doesn't have the best ratings, and they're always short-staffed. So we switched her to a public school because that was a charter school. And she is doing so much better, but my anxiety went through the roof because every time she would go to school, I would worry about, oh my God, is she in class? Is she going to be lost? Is she going to wind up on a bus to a different town? It has just been a roller coaster from hell the last couple of months. And I feel bad because I love doing YouTube videos. And I absolutely love sharing things with you guys. It's a great outlet for me with my bipolar anxiety. And that's another thing that I was struggling with. I wasn't on the right medication. So I went back to my doctor and they put me on a different medication. My thyroid was acting up. I have a thyroid disease, which causes my body to be just completely out of whack. And they finally got me on the right dose for that. So I finally got myself balanced out on top of everything else that was going on. So I apologize for the lack of videos and the just not being present. But I had to take time out for me and for my family, and that comes first and foremost. I love you guys to death, and I love doing videos, and I love sharing the things that I'm passionate about, but at the same time, my family has to come first. And it was so bad that I even sold both of my cameras, my photography and vlogging camera, just to help pay rent. That's how bad it has gotten, or that it had gotten. And so, like I said, we're back on track now. We're building ourselves back up. And, you know, there's a couple of people that I have talked to, family and friend-wise, and one of them I, was talking to tonight, and she was just amazing. It was amazing to kind of just sit down and let myself just kind of vent to her. And she's another YouTuber, and she has a fulfilled life too. And I just wanted to give a shout out and say thank you to Amber from the RealLifeMillers. We have gotten to grow close over YouTube, and then we have met a couple of times in person, and her family are just absolutely amazing. Her kids are so sweet, and her husband are just amazing people. So you should definitely go out and check out her channel, and I will link that down below so you guys can check that out. But I will definitely do another video here soon. I'm going to get off of here and quit rambling. It is like 9:55, 9:30, something like that. 9:34. So I'm going to get off of here. All three of my girls are at their grandfather's house, and then my son stayed here, and he's in bed, and my husband should be home in about an hour and a half, 2 hours from work. And so, yeah. I want to thank you guys for staying subscribed and for being patient on me, or with me, and waiting for my videos. We also had our car. We had a Durango, and it completely blew up. The engine blew up or something like that. A piston blew or something. And now we have the car that we bought from my mom, but it doesn't fit all of us. So we still have to get another car. So if it's me, Alex, and all the kids, because I have my daughter, my oldest daughter is from my previous marriage, and I have her every other month. So when we have her, if we all want to go somewhere, we can't. It's really complicated. So that's been another big issue too. So, But like I said, I will do another video soon. Thank you guys for your patience with me and being absent, and we'll see you guys soon. All right, bye.